suggesting that nobody in the Freedom Caucus sees this as a viable replacement. I don't think Governor Ducey is going to say that the skinny bill fixes Arizona's problem. I know it won't fix Sherry's problem. We're just trying to create a vehicle so we can take our bill, which hasn't been scored, that Governor Ducey likes, and see if we can come up with a block grant approach. 4 states get 40% of the Obamacare dollars. We're trying to level that out. So Mark called me and said that he was concerned that there's a move in the House to take whatever we pass in the Senate and pass it, not go to conference. We have been trying to communicate to the Speaker. We've asked our leader point blank, and he says the Speaker, prefers to go to the conference, intends to go to the conference. I want to know, are you going to go to the conference? I want to know that, because I am not going to vote for a piece of legislation that I believe is not a replacement, that politically would be the dumbest thing in history to throw this out there, collapse the individual market, and own the problem at a time when Obamacare is collapsing. So I think Senator McCain is dead right. If you listen to Governor Ducey, John's going to have a pretty good decision to make. The governor's going to look at our new approach overlaid, and he's going to tell John that works for Arizona. I can tell you right now, the skinny bill doesn't work for any state. It's never meant to be the final outcome. It's meant to be part of a process to get a better outcome. My bill hasn't been scored. Our bill hasn't been scored. Ted Cruz's bill hadn't been scored. So we're buying time to get there. But that requires the House to actually go to conference. And if they don't go to conference, then I am not going to vote.
Are any three of you worried about, is there a concern if you three block the replacement attempt tonight, that you will then have to be accountable to voters who really want Obamacare replaced?
I do this with joy in my heart. I'm going to go back to South Carolina and say that the skinny bill does not replace Obamacare. The skinny bill leaves most of the Obamacare infrastructure in place. It's a disaster for premiums in South Carolina. It was never sold to be the final product. That I was told that if I vote for the skinny bill, I get a chance to put in play my block grant approach. So I'm not the bad guy here. I'm actually a team player. I'm trying to honor the request by our leadership to keep the process alive. And as we get to near the goal line here, this will surprise people in South Carolina. You need to trust but verify in Washington.
How do you verify? You get the get. By the way, let me just confirm what Lindsay said. This has been sold to us as the vehicle to get to conference, so we can have the time. Because CBO hasn't been able to score things. We had 22 senators sign a letter that I asked the CBO to score the full repeal of Obamacare back in March. Never got the score. We've been told this is the vehicle to give us the time to get those scores so we can take a look at these other alternatives. And so, again, all we're looking for is a pretty simple guarantee. We're not trying to tank anything here. We're trying to do positively. We'll vote yes as long as we get that guarantee.
Wait a minute.